What is up, guys? So we're back again. Instead of looking at some of the crafts and stuff, we're going to do a little food tour of the Kentucky State Fair and see what there is good to eat. I'm going to be doing this over the course of a few days, so you'll notice some outfit changes because I can't eat, a ton at any one time. But
I didn't hear that.
Let's see what kind of cool food they got out here. Let's see if we can maybe try some stuff to eat. I mean, you come to the fair, you gotta eat, right? All this food that's probably not too great for you. Now's the time to do it. So this is just a small sample of some of the food offerings that are here. So you got like Cheezy Does It. You got some footlongs. Pineapple whip. You got the donut burger, which I was obviously talking about. Shalimar, which is a local Indian restaurant, has a booth. Indian food's always good. Your traditional pizzas. This place is actually pretty neat. The Newton's Farm to Table. I've eaten burgers there before, and they also do kind of like craft ice cream, funnel cakes, cheese fries, sausages, stuff like that. Against my better judgment, I think we might do this donut burger with the buns made of Krispy Kremes. My blood vessels are probably not going to be happy about this, but I'll do it for you guys, for the team. There you go, in the process. Krispy Kremes, hamburgers. This is where the magic happens. Just looking at it, my cholesterol's going up. Alright, so instead of the donut burger, I went with the Philly donut because I've never seen that before. I've had a donut burger before. Try something different. Alright, you see all those melted cheese. Alright, let's get into this. It's probably more than my calorie count for, the week. I mean, you see all this cheese. I mean, look at that. And you gotta get some with with some of the donut. I can't believe I'm actually gonna say this, but it actually doesn't taste too bad. It's got the sweetness from the glazed donut, which is obviously really, really sweet, right? And then you got the Philly cheesesteak with the onions. It doesn't have green peppers though, so it's just the beef and then the cheese. Like I remember when I had the donut burger, I felt like it was more of a gimmick, which I think it definitely is. I wasn't as fond of the donut burger, but I don't remember having all this melted cheese on there or stuff either. It was just mostly a burger. I don't even think it had lettuce. I think it was just a burger patty, and then they put the donuts on as a bun. We're getting to the end. So it looks like they've got like a nacho cheese and like a cheddar cheese that was on that. Because I can see two different colored cheeses. So it's pretty good. Cheese makes everything taste good, in my opinion. And that was all she wrote. Finished off at Philly donut. So the Philly donut burger, was it worth it? It cost $15. I don't know that I would do it again. Again, it's kind of a novelty thing, and it's probably well over 2,000 calories for the one item. So I don't know if I could afford to do that very often. I mean, it was alright though. The taste wasn't as bad as I was thinking it would be. But yeah, so we did it. You know, maybe you guys should try it and then tell me what you think. You know, is it something that you dig, or is it kind of gross? Obviously, the fair, you think of fair food like maybe hot dogs and funnel cakes, turkey legs, and they've got all that. In addition to that, they've got a lot of different restaurants that come out here locally and food trucks that serve food. So, I mean, you can find it all. Most of it's probably horrible for you, but, you know, that's like half the fun, right? This is the time to splurge. Here's some of your pizza offerings at one of the trucks. Actually looks pretty good. Probably not going to try any pizza today, but it does look alright. Pretty tasty. So you got like grater taters, chicken. This ice cream cone here is here every year as long as I can remember. Obviously they serve soft serve ice cream. So here we got the actual menu from the Cheezy Does It food truck. I think we're going to try some of the items, or one of the items. So let's see what we get. I will do the bacon mac and cheeseburger with fries.
All right, anything to drink with that?
No.
18.
All right, here we go. We got the mac and cheeseburger with bacon. Check it out. Start with the fries. First bite, it didn't get any seasoning, so not quite hand fries, or like they're not hand cut fries or anything, but seasoning's kind of light. You can taste that oil that it's cooked in. They're okay. And now the important part of it. I mean, the burger. I mean, that's what we're waiting for, right? You can definitely tell it's made to order because it is hot. Let's take a little peek though. So look at that. And you can kind of see the layers there. Looks like it's maybe a quarter pound patty. You see that mac and cheese, a little bit of that bacon on there. I mean,
I thought it was 3 of them.
so there you go. You see a little bit more of that bacon and that toppings. Okay. Here we go, the moment of truth. I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, it's really tender. I mean, like, really tender. So you can tell where it's got that little bit of sear on the outside. Here, let's take a little look at this. So it's cooked probably more well done. You know, I prefer more like a medium, but you know, not everybody's like that. So generally speaking, you're probably going to find a little more well done stuff. It's great. I mean, you got that creaminess of that mac and cheese. You know, with the burger, it's a good burger. All right, I got to move a little bit to get away from the noise. Otherwise, I don't know if you can hear me that well. But it was a pretty cool band over there while I was eating too. Either way, back to the burger. So the burger was actually pretty good. Like I said, the burger was really moist. You know, had pretty good flavoring to it. The mac and cheese obviously gives it that creaminess. You know, I wouldn't say it was a sharp cheese that we're using. Like maybe like a Swiss and probably cheddar on it. And that was really about it. We just had like a regular bun. You know, the fries for me were kind of, you know, I could take it or leave it, honestly. I mean, the seasoning wasn't really strong. You could probably use a little bit bolder seasoning. I really couldn't tell what was in it. And maybe, you know, at one point I got like a little bit of a sweet flavor in it. But, you know, that could have been something else, honestly, as well. But, you know, all in all, it's a decent burger. I mean, it was $18 for the burger and fries, which is a little high, I think, for what it is. But, I mean, we're at the fair. So, I mean, everything here at the fair is a little expensive. I mean, it's just like going out to a theme park or something like that, right? You're going to pay more for your food than you would at like a regular place, like a regular restaurant. But, you know, if you're going to come out here, I think it's a good option. You know, it's a local restaurant as well, so, or a local food truck, I think. You know, so something that's a little bit different that you don't see every day. You know, I like the unique stuff that you can't get all the time. It's not like your pedestrian restaurant that go and see what else we've got that is good to eat. Alright, so you know, obviously at the Kentucky State Fair you got to showcase some of the local food that is all Kentucky products. So they got a whole food tent dedicated to the different types of meats and stuff that you can get. So they got anything from like chicken to fish, pork, beef. So, you know, basically covering the bases. So you can kind of see, here's a chicken. So I got like chicken nuggets and stuff like that. A little bit further down, got trout, other fish. Got the pork truck. So obviously you're gonna have pork products here. Got a cool sign. I don't think I've seen that before, but either way, all things pork. It's actually pretty good. I always have the pork sandwich. It's pretty much, they have it at every different event. So then you got dairy. Apparently they also have a little bit of ham. You can get some ice cream. And then of course you got beef. So you're gonna have like a ribeye sandwich, brisket, you know, those types of things. So after having all of that hamburger, I'm looking for something a little bit sweet. So let's go see if we can find some cool ice cream. So I know of a couple ice cream locations. We'll probably sample at least 2 of them that I know. And if we see anything else interesting, we might get some of that too. But let's go try some of this ice cream, because I mean, who doesn't like ice cream, right? All right, here we go. Here's what I was looking for. Chaney's ice cream. Some Wow Now Brownie Cow and some bourbon crunch underneath. I mean, just look at that. You can see the chocolate glistening. I can't wait to get into it. All right, let's see what this is all about. As like full disclosure, I have had the bourbon crunch before from here in past years. But let's see if it's as good as I remember it being before. Either way, first up is How Now Brownie Cow. I think that's right. Short Timers is hitting in. I can't remember the names of the ice cream already. Either way, it's on top, so you can see it's a chocolate ice cream. You know. Yeah. Oh yeah. That is legit. Legit good. Okay, yeah, that's awesome. I feel like I stepped into heaven. I love ice cream, if you can't tell. So it's got that chocolate, you know, it's kind of like a milk chocolate a little bit. And it's got that brownie that adds that richness to it. It's got little chocolate chip chunks in there. I mean, it's really good. The Bourbon Crunch. This also looks good. Might still have some How Now Brownie Cow on the top of it, but either way, it looks pretty good. Time to jump into this and see what it tastes like. So this looks like the base of it is a vanilla. It's got like a hint of bourbon to it. It doesn't have like a bite of bourbon like when you normally drink bourbon. It usually like starts pretty spicy. This doesn't have like that kind of an element to it. It's more subtle, I guess. So it kind of looks like that bourbon is folded in, so you can see like the little waves of it in there. But it's really good. So it looks like there's also a little bit of fudge in there. It's also mixed in, so I'm starting to see it now too off to the side. I was thinking it was part of the How Now Brownie Cow, but this is probably actually part of the Bourbon Crunch as well. I mean, you know, that fudge in there gives it the little accent, and it's not like overwhelming. Like I said, the bourbon flavor is like really subtle. All gone. Alright, so what's the verdict? I mean, both of those ice creams are awesome. Every time I've had Chaney's ice cream, it's always been tasty. It's still the same now. It's awesome. I don't know why they call it a bourbon crunch though, because I don't taste any crunchy elements. Or it could be that my scoop just didn't have any, but you know, it doesn't matter. Anything with bourbon in it, I'm probably going to be a happy camper, generally speaking. I am a fan of bourbon. So, I can't believe I'm going to say this, you know, but for me, the clear runaway winner was actually the How Now Brownie Cow, because that How Now Brownie Cow was awesome. I mean, it was fire. It was really creamy, which is, you know, that's why I also like a lot of these like homemade ice cream producers. You know, they don't do like huge batches. It's not like Breyers or, you know, other big production brands that you can buy at the grocery store. You know, this is usually local to here, and they might not necessarily sell in your local grocery stores. You know, so it's cool to get to taste some of this stuff. It's almost like, you know, craft ice cream, basically. It's kind of a good way of looking at it if you're going to look at it from a liquor standpoint. But it's kind of like those same things, you know. It's like craft ice cream. So, you know, it's really cool. And honestly, I usually find it to be a better product than a lot of the commercial products that you find in your local grocery stores. But yeah, the How Now Brownie Cow is where it's at. You know, you're out here, come in the West Wing Atrium, you should definitely try them out because it's good. And they're here every year, for at least the last several years that I've been out here that I can remember. So check them out. Got you some Kona ice here. So for all your Hawaiian shaved ice needs. Hawaiian shaved ice is also awesome. So here we go with the ordinary. We got some gyros. Also a tasty treat. Got some Grater's taters. Again, that's a staple of most fairs, I believe. So this place looks like they got a little bit of everything. So they got hamburger, chicken tenders, butterfly chips, and bourbon chicken, of all things. So that's interesting. You know, mix in some American and then some like Chinese. Elizabeth now. They got roasted corn.
Let me run.
We're gonna probably try out a little bit later because I mean, I didn't like roasted corn. And then they also do like a farm to table grill, like hamburger. So here we go. So you got a hamburger, a southern burger, ribeye sandwich. You know, hot dogs. You got like French fries, reloaded French fries. So a lot of different selections.
Come and get it. Farm fresh.
How y'all doing?
You're good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. Can I get one of your hamburgers with cheese?
Yes.
All right, delivery up.
Let's check out this burger. So it looks like your basic burger, your basic bun. You can see the wind is blowing everything away. So I didn't do anything too crazy. This is just a basic cheeseburger. So just, you know, patty with cheese, lettuce. All right, let's look at it a little closer. So yeah, so I just got pickle and lettuce on here. Nothing too advanced. And then we'll put some ketchup on there for some flavoring because, you know, you're gonna have like, you know, condiments. Time to check out what this burger is all about, what it tastes like. It is a little windy out here, so hopefully my stuff doesn't fall off the table. I mean, here's a good side view though. After we got the bite out of it, you can see the patty a little bit more. I mean, that's a darn tasty burger. It's gonna be way better than any of your fast food restaurants, I'll tell you that. So I mean, it's got great seasoning on there, great flavor. Pickles come through. They weren't shy with the pickles either. They put like 3 or 4 pickles on there. You know, the lettuce looks nice and fresh. It's like it's not like iceberg. It looks like it's like romaine. All in all, you know, after the first bite, I'm pretty impressed. You know, that's really good. Like really good. actually out here, it's a pretty good price. You know, when you compare it to maybe some other menus in here. Either way, I mean, you know, like I said, great flavor. I mean, that patty was like super tender and well seasoned. You know, you got that, the taste of the pickle that come through. You know, it gives it a little bit of that bite, and then the lettuce is high quality. I mean, for fair food, this is going to be like high quality. I mean, just in general, I would get that burger just about any day. That's really good. So, if you ever get to come out to the Kentucky State Fair, you should try this place out. You know, they got some other food too. One of these days I'll probably try it too, but you know, give them a try. Oh, while we're at it, you know, might as well get some roasted corn too, because that always looks good. I mean, that's like another like fair food that you see all the time. I mean, how can you not like corn on the cob that's roasted? All right, let's try some of that. All right, so they've actually got it where you can just pick it up on the side. So let's do this. Corn, upon visual inspection, you know, looks like a present, ready for me to unwrap. I mean, you can see the grill marks on the part of the stalk. Then obviously it's wrapped in foil. So let's unwrap this and see what we get. I mean, it's warm, so I mean you can tell it's fresh. They have this foil on here pretty tight. Alright, so here we go. Got the roasted corn. Looks like it's a white corn. It's pretty light in color. It's not like, you know, a lot of, well, I mean, you can find corn like this in the grocery store, I'm sure, but I think this is all farm raised or homegrown at their farm. Alright, let's try a little piece. Oh, also an interesting note is after we just hit that burger up, so talking to the guys when I was getting this corn, they're telling me that all their beef is from their farm. So no antibiotics or anything like that. So I mean, it's, you know, it's probably why it tastes so good. It's really good. Either way, all right, back to the corn. So corn, first bites. So this corn is like really, really sweet. Good flavoring. Since it was cooked in the foil, you obviously don't see any grill marks or anything like that, but you know, it doesn't matter. It's good corn, cooked well, and it's healthy. There's not too many foods that you can find at the fair that is healthy. You know, grilled corn or roasted corn, always healthy, good for you. Tastes awesome. What to think of the corn? Well, no surprise. I like it. It's really sweet. It doesn't have anything on it at all. No salt, no butter. You know, usually most people tend to put all that stuff on there. This corn doesn't need it. It's sweet on its own volition. I mean, you put a little bit of salt on there, probably, you know, flavor it a little bit more. Gives it that, you know, well, obviously salty taste to it. So, you know, just a little bit. It wouldn't need much. A little bit of butter, you know, to give it that buttery texture on there. It'd be good. But like I said, you really don't need it. You just get it on its own. I mean, and honestly, this thing is only $5. So for $5, it's probably one of the cheaper things that you can get out of the fair, food-wise. You know, for the price. It's healthy. And it's really great. You know, definitely get you some corn. You know, if not from Newton's, you can get it from other places. They have tons of different stalls that are all serving roasted corn. After having the burger and the corn, you know we're gonna have to do some dessert. So why not polish it off with some ice cream from Newton's as well? So that way we can kind of try a little bit of everything that they offer. So here they actually make homemade ice cream. They got machines that'll help churn the ice cream. Better than a hand turn, right? Alright, ice cream obtained. Butterfinger. Let's go eat it. Alright, I had to change up places to eat again. So we came inside one of the atriums because, I mean, let's face it, it's hot outside. I don't do well in the heat. So we came inside, we're doing this like Disney World style. And just eating off the top of one of the garbage cans.
at least that's where I got the camera sitting.
Look at it. You see all the little bits of Butterfinger in there. I don't know if it's like vanilla or if it's got a different taste to the ice cream itself.
So it's a little bit melted. So I ran into somebody I knew. Actually, I was talking about her the other day. Is Cindy, who was taking that JD Shelburne pick. I ran into her because I haven't seen her in a long time. Caught up a little bit. Ice cream melted a little bit, but that's all right. It still tastes good. But either way, here's a look at the ice cream. So there's a first scoop. Pretty much looks the same visually. Obviously, there's no cutaway really to do. This ice cream is probably a little bit colder. Like, I don't know, it's almost got like an icy kind of consistency to it. Like it's been sitting in the freezer, like it's really turned up. That's what it kind of reminds me of. You can taste those Butterfinger bits. Which, Butterfinger is, tastes pretty good, right? It kind of, the base looks like it's just a vanilla.
Before I get into it, taste a little bit of that Butterfinger coming through a little bit more. And it's nice and cool. Like this almost got like a brain freeze in the middle of it because the ice cream is so cold, which I already mentioned as far as the coldness. But because I went through it more, I started to like it more. It's maybe not as creamy as I would have liked, but it's decent. I mean, obviously they give you a pretty good sized portion. I mean, it's a lot more than like one scoop, hence the price. So all in all, it's all right. It's not my favorite ice cream that I've had, but it's still nice and refreshing, especially on this cold day or hot day. It's really hot, so I'm starting to sweat a little bit. But so it's a good thing. Either way, it's worth checking out. Sorry, news, but the Chaney's ice cream for me is a little bit better.
How about that food tour of the Kentucky State Fair? Did you see anything that you liked? What are your favorite fair foods or carnival type foods? Tell me down below. Well, hopefully you enjoyed that. Wish we could have seen a lot more food or sampled more food, but limited time and I can only eat so much at any given time. So, maybe in future years we can sample some different foods at the fair. But if you enjoyed that content, I invite you to please subscribe and you can follow along with all my future endeavors and see what I'm getting into. And on that note, I'll see you somewhere. Have a good one.